There are many different Sufi orders around the world. Each order is named after its founder, a spiritual master who attained enlightenment. Sufi orders have developed specific methods of guiding their seekers towards spiritual awareness. Let's take a closer look at Sufis around the world.
The Hadra is a meditative ritual performed by many Sufi orders, including the Shadili, Qadiri, Rafai, and Naqshbandi orders. The term Hadra literally means presence, and refers to being in the spiritual presence of the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. The movements are often accompanied by rhythmic invocations of God and chants of praise upon the Prophet. The following Hadra is from Turkey.
The lungs purify that waste, exhale out, and that divine breath that is nourishing us and nourishing all of creation, what we call nafas ar-rahmah, the breath of the most merciful. As we're breathing in, that power and energy is coming into the lungs. Those lungs are dressing that blood and sending that blood into the heart. The heart stamps that with that divine chant. The heart is beating in a divine chant, Hay, 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 Hay. In Sufism it's the attribute of the ever-living. As that heart is moving, because we said before, Divine Presence is not on heavens and not in the earth but in the heart of that creation, means that that heart is beating from that chant of Divine Presence. All the chakras of the body, they pick up energy from this cosmos, from the universe, but the most unique energy that has nothing to do with picking up from outer energies is the energy of the heart. The heart energy comes directly from Divine Presence and beats based on that divine gaze that comes to the heart and withdraws, comes to the heart. As soon as that gaze comes to the heart is constricted out of what we call majestic power. The majesty of the Divine looking at us and we constrict. As soon as the gaze is lifted, expansion and allowing the blood to nourish the entire body. So then showing us our breath in chanting, our breath in watchfulness is the source of energy and power for this physicality. That as we breathe in consciousness that this is a gift of life, as it's coming in I'm mentioning God's name, that's stamping that blood, stamping that energy moving into the heart. As the heart is nourished by those divine chantings and stamps that blood and stamps the energy on that blood, and then that energy is dispersed to all the body and especially the 11 essential organs that are nourished by the heart. So then in Sufism the focal point of energy are not all the chakras around the body. The concept of fixing all the different chakras is like fixing plumbing leaks. You go from pipe to pipe fixing a leak, but you have not fixed the main source of problems. The main source of all our difficulties in life is that the heart is under attack. The heart is under attack, and that we must focus our energy onto the heart, because we're saying it's the Divine Presence. So evilness and bad desires and bad characteristics wish to overtake this Divine Presence, wish to overtake this Divine Throne. So then Sufism, the whole focus is to fortify and ensure the power of the heart. Understand this breath that's coming in and understanding our physiology. So just to understand and focus of what's happening with our body. What is this body under attack? If we're saying that this is the Divine Presence, then look in our lives how this body comes under attack. That this negative energy wants to come into the blood system. It wants to go from the blood, move within the blood and hit the heart. So what do you see in most sicknesses? You find liver and kidney sicknesses. Why? Because of smoking and drinking and all sorts of difficulties that human beings are inspired to put on themselves from bad desires. As these bad desires inspire us to do these things, why? So that to attack the liver and attack the kidney. So leading sicknesses of kidney disease and liver disease. Why? Because this evilness wants to get to the heart but it cannot directly attack the heart. There's too much energy, too much power in this organ. So it wants to attack like a movie, like Lord of the Rings. The last stand of the king means that divine palace, but you can't go directly into the palace, so you rush the gates. And you find that all of our body's physiology, that the negative energy that comes from the ground rushes to the feet. This negative energy moving from the feet because the electromagnetic force, the negativity is on the ground. This energy is moving onto the body and coming up to the belly. And heavenly emanation is coming from the heavens like rain. There's no direction, but for us to understand the emanation like the photons of the sun emanating and dressing us, because the upper lataif, upper chakras of the body have to do with the soul. That's why the heart is based there.